Hey, what's going on, guys? And why is it guys? What's going on? It is Paul Farmer here. This is Freedom Project Live, episode 127. 127. What I like to do on these is share with you my journey online. I've been online since 2012, March of 2012. Learned a lot along the way, continue to learn. I like to share marketing tips, mindset tips, and just whatever else I feel will, I believe will help you earn some extra income or even lifestyle changing income. Okay, so I got some things on my mind today. I actually wasn't planning. I had a different idea for a video today, a topic today, but I want, someone that I've been working with for quite a while kind of got me on this topic. So I'm going to get to that in just a minute. But just real quick, actually, I'm just going to jump right to it. I got to get moving on because band practice started today for my son. So he's over there till 4 o'clock today, but has a lunch break at 12. So it's going to be busy. I got to go get him and bring him back, give him some lunch and take him back and all that. But that's already starting. School starts in August. So, I mean, we're rolling. We're moving right along. We're almost to the end of July, which is incredible to me. I mean, I can't even believe, where the hell did 2019 go? Where did it go? I mean, it's flying by. How are you doing with your goals? Are you staying on track? Have you even got started yet? I gotta tell you. I mean, you can literally change your situation. Like completely change it within 3 months. Well, let's say it doesn't take 3 months. Let's say it takes 6 months. Let's say it takes a year. Let's say it takes 2 years, maybe 5 years. I mean, what are you going to do differently? How are you going to go and create a full-time income away from your job any other way? I have a wealth vehicle below that I've been using. I've been using since 2015, but I got serious about it in 2017. That's what I do. That's what I do. That's the backbone of everything I do. That's how I create multiple streams of income. It's all in there. I got a link to a video, how to create multiple streams of income on my YouTube channel, like in the description of this video. You can go down there and click on that. And I break down exactly how I do it. So if you ever wondered how to do it, that's how I do it. Other people do it differently. That's how I do it. It works. Okay. So my topic today is this. Is it easier? This is going to go along with something I did last week. Is it easier to promote a low-cost product, like a low-ticket product, or a higher-ticket product? Let's just throw like $1,000 out there for this example, okay? Is it easier to promote a low-ticket versus a high-ticket, okay? So my marketing system, it starts at $53.97. That's what it starts at. So that's pretty low ticket. You can actually get started at $7, all right? And here's the thing. So it may be easier to bring people in at a lower price point. But here's where we're missing the boat here. This is where we're not really thinking too clearly, okay? So based on my experience, when people want to pay the minimal, the tiniest amount, typically their mindset is not in a success place. It's not in a place that's going to get them to do anything really. So I promote it before I knew any better, what I used to do was I would be like, okay, well, the lower I start someone at, the better, the less barriers, right? The less barriers. Well, I mean, it's funny because even if it's free, it's still going to be a big, huge, you're going to have to do way more than you expect. And typically people that are free or low cost, they're going to suck the energy out of you. They're probably not going to do much of anything. And there are exceptions, of course. There are exceptions where people will, come in at the lower level and then move their way up. So is it easier? It's absolutely not easier. It's actually, I would say it's actually harder. And the reason I say it's harder, it's more challenging, is because of that reason. It's the mindset. Why? Why are they starting so low, right? Why don't they want to invest in themselves? So, I mean, that's the thing. So they're coming in, and one could argue too, like, yeah, so at least we're giving them an opportunity, right? At least we're giving an opportunity to start low. And like I said, there are exceptions. There are people that will start at a very low cost and then work their way up and do something with that. In my personal experience, and I've been doing this for over 7 years now, I've had free programs. I have a $7 program. I've done $20. I've done $12. I've done a lot of low ticket. Okay. And yes, it's quite simple to bring them in, right? But that's where it stops. So you're not really going to get very far. You're not really going to earn that much if that's all you got. If that's all you got is the lower point. So, anyway, I was, I used to think this way. I used to think that, oh yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. It's more difficult to have people buy $1,000 product versus say a $50 product. And that is a mindset issue. That's what that is. It's a mindset issue. Okay. So really all it is shifting what is possible. That's what it is. Okay. Really what it is it's shifting what is possible. I got people blowing up on my Facebook right now. Excuse me. So if you believe, and I've done this myself. This is why I know this. If you believe it's simple to start someone at $1,000, $2,000, whatever, it will be simple. If you believe it's difficult to do so, it will be. It will be difficult. So it's all about mindset. It's all about how we perceive things. It's all about awareness, right? Because there was a time, and I've told this story many times. There was a time I was marketing for online, new to online marketing, and I'd been in for about 2 years, and I wasn't making any money. I wasn't getting any results. My product started at like $25, and I couldn't sell a $25 product to save my life. I just couldn't do it. It just wouldn't work. But when I moved up to $1,000 product, and my back was against the wall, and I was like, I just got to make this happen. And I was talking to a guy who's a 7-figure marketer, and he told me, it's easy to make money. It's easy to make $1,000 sales. For whatever reason, I believed him. For whatever reason, I couldn't do $25 sales, but for whatever reason, I believed him. And long story short, I started making $1,000 sales. I'd never done that before. It was a shift in the mindset. Okay. So a lot of people think that it's going to be like, maybe you think that it's harder to start someone off at a higher product level, right? Or maybe you have one that it just starts there. That's where it starts. Maybe you don't have lower, but it's all lies. It's lies you're telling yourself that you believe that's keeping you stuck. That's keeping you from getting the results you want to get. Because I'm telling you this again, from experience, you start people low, they stay low. They don't move up. And it's like, you're going to hear this. Okay. You're going to hear this. Oh, well, I'm going to start here, and I'm going to get some commissions, and then I'm going to move up. No, not going to happen. In my experience, I haven't seen that. I don't think ever. I don't think I've ever seen that. Well, they're like, oh, well, you know what? I'm going to go out. I'm going to get some commissions, and I'm going to go upgrade. It doesn't happen. Not very often anyway, because you're entering with bad mindset. You don't believe. You don't have any confidence in your abilities. So that's why you're entering there. Because if you had belief, if you had confidence, you would be at a higher product level. Anyway, I wasn't really going to talk about this today. I think it's important to stress though, because, and I'm going through it too right now, because, you want to think that, oh, well, if it's lower, it's easier for people. But then you got to start thinking of like, okay, what is the quality of people that I'm bringing on my team? Because here's the thing. If you have a team full of people that, they're doubting themselves, they don't have any skin in the game, they're just not doing anything, that's not really benefiting anybody. That's not helping them. That's not helping you. Right. So it's really important to, in my opinion, to set people up to succeed. And I don't believe, and I've said this before, I don't believe setting people up to succeed is allowing them, enabling them to continue doing what they've always done, not stretching whatsoever, and positioning themselves to lose. Because that's what you're doing when you do that. So we got to shift our mindset. We got to shift and just think about it. Okay, I'm just throwing $1,000 out there. That is not my product cost, but that's what I'm throwing out there, $1,000. You make $1,000 sale, you're going to get a bigger commission, right? And that bigger commission is going to pay for more things. It's going to free up some things for you. Whereas if you make a smaller commission and you're betting on people coming in and going to work, and I mean, it could happen. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It's going to be tough, you know? And if you're making that decision, if you're making the decision to allow people to come into your business because you think that because it's a lower cost, they have more of a chance to succeed, you're fooling yourself. I was fooling myself for the longest time. And that doesn't happen. It just doesn't. I wish it did. It would be great. It would be great if we could just start them off. Hey, you know what? I know you can do this. Here you go, completely free. And they go to work and they go out there and make something happen. But that isn't reality. It's not reality. The reason they want it free or they want it low cost because they don't believe in themselves. Or they're so afraid to lose money, you know? So it's completely backwards. It's not ever going to work for them if they're in that state. They got to change the complete state, you know? So, and, you know, one of the ways to do that is make a big decision. Make a big decision that stretches you, that's uncomfortable, because that's when big things happen. They don't happen when you're doing what you're already doing. That's not going to change anything. So that's really all I got today. Went a little longer than I thought. I don't even know if this makes any sense. But so it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy, like how some people think. Like they're just, oh, it's too difficult. It's all in your mind. It's a lie you're telling yourself. It's a lie you're believing. It's not too difficult. Because why in the world do people go out? I mean, I watch it all the time. They're selling $1,000 products, $2,000 products, $10,000 products, $15,000. Why? Why do they do that? If it's too difficult, why did they do it? It's all nonsense. It's lies, right? We're telling ourselves these lies. We're believing the lies. We have to change that. So how do we change that? We change it by changing what we're doing. So if we're comfortable bringing people in at the lowest level, if you're comfortable getting started at the lowest level, the tiniest minimal risk, no risk really, then you got to change it and you got to step into faith and you have to make the decision to do something that's really going to stretch you, that's going to make you uncomfortable, because again, that's where it happens. That's where it changes. Okay. So, and that's where your mindset shifts. That's where your mindset shifts. So when you make that decision, like, I'm not going to accept people to do this anymore, bigger things are going to happen. I made that decision already, and I'm already seeing different results than what I was seeing before. Now, I'm not saying you can't start from low and go high. It's just the deck is kind of stacked against you when you do that, because we're talking mindset. Okay. And I've said that enough times. I'm done saying that. I got to get going. Hope you got some value today. Appreciate you. If you want to learn more about what I do, how I do it, just click the green check mark right below this video. That's going to take you into the marketing system that I use. It's backbone of everything I do. And I will give you access to my VIP group. Now, I am going to encourage you not start at the lowest level. That's what I'm going to do. You know, when we have a conversation, that is exactly what I'm going to do. That's based on my experience. That's based on what I know is going to give you a greater chance of success, if that's what you want. And that's all there is to it. Okay. So thank you for watching. I'm done. See you next time.